harvest. Everything's done on my way home. With my last bin full. Dump those in the truck along with what I finished up on the other field. And call her a year. Time to get everything off of this old battle axe and get her power washed. Well, howdy everybody. Welcome back to the show today. So, as you saw from the beginning there, good news. Good news, good news. My beans are done. They went in a little wetter than I was hoping for, but she's wet, guys. It's cold. Time to get rid of all that and maybe get the tractor hooked onto a chisel plow. Kind of jockey some stuff around here. And well, I thought maybe you'd want to hang out with me and watch a few completely epic cold starts. I know that's going to be because it doesn't like it when it gets, you know, too cold out. And the batteries are a little bit low in it and it gets crabby. So we got to get that rolling, get the header off it, get it put away. So yeah, guys, today is just going to be kind of a hang out with JT kind of a day today. So there. All right, well, no raccoons flew out. Now this poor old battle axe, it sure doesn't take very long for it to collect a whole bunch of bean dust, but never mind that now. We're not worried about that now. I got to get my battery charger on here because, well, you can see I've only got one, and it's too cold for one today. All right, let's get this. Oh crap! Let's see, 10 amps, good enough. Let's get this thing kind of cooking and move on to the next project for a few minutes. On the catwalk, not necessarily. Okay, all right, so that's good enough. Now we're letting that charge, let's talk about a few other things here. You know, it wasn't last week I was kind of talking about, well, we just put these new belts on, maybe we'll put some money into this old bird and, you know, fix her up, because I've had this combine a long time and, you know, I guess it's got sentimental value if nothing else. I swear to God, guys, every time I talk about doing something nice to this combine, the curse that it seems to have just shows its ugly face. So as I was saying, the curse of this little combine shows its ugly face from time to time. So I'd finished up in the first field, was on my way to the second field, got into the second field. Things are going real smooth. Everything is going nice. Old combine's doing a pretty good job, running amazingly. She's scooting along really quiet compared to what I was used to, because guys, it is unbelievable the amount of noise that some worn out belts can make, and especially when you don't realize that they're making that much noise. So let's just say, you know, things are going great. Got 2 strips to make on that field. I go to hit the lever to raise my header up, and I hear a thunk on the bottom of that seat like someone took a ball peen hammer and just trying to, you know, get me from the wrong end. And guys, if that ain't just the way things go. So, long story short, what happened? And this isn't the first time this old battle axe has done this to me. There is a metal bracket that holds the hydraulic pump from twisting. Got a little rubber thing on the bottom. The metal bracket broke. Okay. Go to raise the header up. Well, now there's nothing holding that pump in place. So it wrapped around, smacked the bottom of the seat with the hoses, tore the threads out of some hoses. I mean, they're still there, but you hit stuff and, well, the belt, not only is the pump spinning uncontrollably until the hoses pull it tight, but now the pump's leaking fluid all over the place. Yeah, I got the header up one last time. When it did that, I knew what happened. I just let it float, made a couple circles, finished my last 2 rows, got it up, got done. Here we are. So I don't know if it's a curse or what, but this poor combine has always been the one that says, you know, leave me alone and I'll work just fine for you. Show me a little attention and downhill from there. Just like a bad relationship. So I don't know. I just put $350 worth of 2 belts on it. It doesn't mean that I'm going to junk this, because I sure ain't going to do that, but I don't know. My original plan to keep it as a parts machine is just becoming more and more of a reality. And using my 4420 that I bought a few years ago now, that I've barely used because I'm trying to get every penny's worth out of this one, is becoming more of a reality, and that's fine. That's why I bought it. So I don't know. Might be good riddance to you, but I sure do like having a spare machine, just, you know, in case something goes wrong. So maybe we'll be on the lookout for something new. And it isn't like this thing doesn't have its plethora of problems. I mean, that auger got bashed in a few years back. The chain on this elevator's about had it. Got a straw walker that's got a little bang in it. The feeder house chain's about had it. Kind of held on with Band-Aids and buggers and duct tape. And, ooh, it's, yep, I told you it was wet out here. Oh, and that reminds me too, I broke a shift cable too, so now I gotta hold the cable to get it into gear. Even more fun. So, alas guys, you try to do something good for a machine and it just comes back to stick you right in the rear end. So, I don't know. We're gonna get the header off it, park it out back, and I'm gonna think about it for a while and we'll come back to it. But for now, in the meantime, I think we need to get this old bugger hooked up to that chisel plow out there so I can you know, keep myself busy in between rainstorms. Now, needless to say, I have to move that anyway, because I usually leave my header with my header parked right here with a tarp over it, somewhat out of the wind, not necessarily out of the rain or anything, but it's under a tarp, so it'll be fine. But yeah, I need to get that out of the way, get it hooked up. Maybe the combine will start. We can get the header off, get the cart here. Now this is always the fun part, the good old cold starts. Now she's about 33 degrees here right now, just above freezing. Let's fire this one up. All right, well, let's give her a little shot of, here we go. Guys, you sure can't beat the way an old Caterpillar starts. Here, we're gonna let him sit there and stutter for a minute, warm up, and we'll get that chisel plow hooked on and move on to the next fun thing. I don't want to be catching any trees. Sometimes you know right where to shut that baby off, guys. All right. Oh yeah. Safety first. Okay. Let's see if I did that right. Nope, I did it wrong. There. That's all hooked up out of the way. I went ahead and hooked those up the right way. Let's just save the weird comments for, you know, other weird stuff. Well, I guess, guys, also in the meantime, while we're letting that cook a little bit longer, you don't want to pull them batteries too rare. Let me get my new to me and new to you 2010 out, and we'll get the header cart hooked on. Just get ready to drop that off. Cold-blooded, but overall not a bad little machine. Alright guys, I guess that's all ready for a header. Let's see if we can get the combine to pull its head out of its own ass and get rolling too. Getting so much done today. It's a good news day. Alright, that battery's had plenty of time to charge and stay warm now. Still gonna need a puff of ether because it's cold out here. I think we're up to 36 now. That don't like 36. Well, all right. That's half the battle for Old Smoky. Let's get that head off there. All right, let's get this old battle axe to a different coordinate. All right. Yeah, this pump is rumbling under the seat. Let's see if we can turning still? I think so. Every time I turn the steering wheel, I can feel that pump bashing into stuff. Well, you know, rattling around in there in a way that I don't care to feel. You know, down there where the important stuff is. I'm surprised I got third gear here. That shift cable now being broken too. Things just, this combine just screaming for attention. Alright, let's get this done. Boy, you guys would think I'm a John Deere guy with all this green crap around here. Make no mistake, I'm not. you tell me I left my battery charger on there. They don't make them like this anymore, guys. Oh well, I'll let it slide. Alright, well I guess. So, I'm going to leave that residing right there where I parked it last winter. Keeps it out of the way. Keeps the tilt on it. All the rainwater comes right out of the hopper. But I might throw a tarp over it yet. I don't know. I just am in such a query as to what to do with that. God, I mean, I really feel like I could throw about $5,000 at that and it'd still be, you know, that. I got that perfectly good, well-maintained 4420 right there. That does me nothing but good and has nice air conditioning in the summer. Maybe it is time to let that one just sit there and enjoy her great rewards. I don't know. There, get a couple zip ties on that. That's just as good as being in a barn right there. And I didn't fall off and hurt myself. That is a huge win. That didn't make any noise. Weird, still tastes fine. Never mind that now. So guys, I think right now, that's gonna do it for me today. Not much more I can do right now. Let's look at the positives. Headers off, combines resting. Turd Ferguson's all hooked up, ready to go to work. So that's gonna keep me busy for a few minutes. Now, with soybeans being done, I got a little bit of extra money. I can get a clutch for the green bastard and get that project underway. I have parts ordered that I'm still waiting for this cock shot. They shorted me a set of O-rings for the for one sleeve. One. So it's got 5 sleeves, 5 pistons. I'm waiting. They sent me the wrong ones the first time. You know how it goes. But won't matter anyway because the cylinder head is still at the machine shop. So this is still a ways out yet. I think when I get that, when those seals come in, I'm just gonna slam that last sleeve and piston in there, wrap it up, put it somewhere else, and I think I'm gonna bring the green bastard in here and work on it in here because, well, it's getting cold out, it's unbelievably muddy, and I'm sick of mud and I don't feel like laying in it. And I got lights and tools and radio. It's just gonna work out, so that's the plan tentatively for now. Then I gotta start my paint job on Big John. I'd like to see that thing all said and done because that's a cool old tractor and a neat runner. Now guys, I know what's on everyone's mind, the 4166. Hey, it's on my mind too. I can't deny that. I've been kind of putting off this, but let's just say that deal went south. The owner's family, they wanted it more than I do, I guess. So, but again, that's, I don't know, neither here nor there. You win some, you lose some, whatever. Sorry to see that one not work out, but hey, International made other tractors. Yeah, that'd have been cool to have here. It doesn't mean it's still not going to find its way here, but if it does, it's going to be in a roundabout way, and well, it is what it is, guys. Can't change it, nothing I can do. But it isn't like I don't have enough to work on, and hey, some things just weren't meant to be. So guys, on that note, I'm going to swing on out of here. If you're still combining, good luck. You will be in my thoughts. Hope everything goes prosperous for everyone. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
That's cute. I wish I could get it, but...